Georgesgamingguide. So today, me and my dad are going to be doing quite an interesting video today. So we're doing the Boba Fett's throne room built-in review. So this set looks absolutely incredible in my opinion. The set number is 75326. It is made out of 732 pieces, so quite a few pieces. Now this set includes 7 minifigures, 5 of which are unique. They are Bib Fortuna, and also, sorry if I do pronounce some of these wrong, a Theelin Dancer, Weequay Guard, so I really do apologise if I do say some of these wrong. Gamorrean Guard and Quarren, and this set also includes Boba Fett and Fennec. Now, this set measures over 6.5 inches or 17 centimetres high, 12.5 inches or 32 centimetres wide, and 8 inches or 20 centimetres deep. So, the overall look of the model does look really cool. So on the back, there's it shows that basically the whole model can sort of, it doesn't split up, it is attached, but you can move it all, which is quite nice. So like there's a functional gate. It's like you can move the model in and out on itself. There's a bit on the throne where if you push it or pull it, I'm not sure which way it is, whoever's in it will fly out. So if you push the throne forward, there's something behind it. It looks like if you press something, the stairs start moving. Or if you turn something, the stairs start moving. There's just like a little bit of a seating area where they'd probably have a drink. And yeah, so I think that is where I'm going to be finishing the intro for this video. So without further ado, let's get straight on into building. So this is the finished model, and all in all, I do think that it looks absolutely incredible. But just before we go to the main model, let's have a look at the minifigures. So first, I'm just going to hand you off to Dad, or hand you over to Dad, for him to do his 2 minifigures.
So I'm going to start off with the 2 figures that aren't unique to this set, but are, let's say, sort of pivotal to this one. So you have Boba Fett. So I believe this version of Boba Fett has been in the Slave 1 ship that came out last year. It has got back printing, although it's actually covered by the rocket pack. It has got face printing as well, only single-sided. But I think the arm on this is just really nice. To say, we'll put a video on the screen so you can see it properly. But there's some really nice details in the armour, quite subtle. One thing I do like is it's actually got the arm printing as well, which is nice to see. But overall, very nice minifigure. Then we have Fennec. I like this minifigure, but I don't think it's really reflective of the character out of the series. I think they could have done better with this. It has got double face print. I'm just not sure about the hair. It doesn't work for me. Again, the printing on the body is actually really nice, and it's got the arm printing again, which is good to see on these newer minifigures. So overall, yes, it's a nice minifigure, but it doesn't represent the character as well as I hoped it would. But it still looks good for this set.
And on to my 5 minifigures. So we've got the Gamorrean Guard. Very, very nice minifigure. I like how they've made his weapon. I think that his the top bit for him is quite nice. So it does come off, so you got the head and his armour. And then we've got the main body here, which is quite nice. And there's just loads of detail on it. Lego's done a great job on this. Easily buildable. And yeah, it just looks amazing in my opinion. It's a really nice, unique minifigure to have. This is the first one that I actually have in my collection. So that is pretty cool. And yeah. So next we have got a Weequay Guard. Now this is a really cool minifigure actually. So we've got him with his blaster rifle, and we've got his hair down the back. Then we have got sort of his it sort of just looks like casual attire, I guess. So we've got brown trousers, sort of a beigey colour jacket type thing, and then it looks like some silver chest plate type thing underneath. And then it looks like he's got sort of like a band or some sort of item around his waist. It could be some sort of belt. Next we have got a Theelin Dancer. This is quite a nice minifigure actually. So we've got the pink hair. What she's wearing is basically completely and utterly white. There's some printing on it, but not an overly substantial amount, and it does look really cool. I like how they've used the printing on the front and also the printing on the back, just to make it definitely look like it is a piece of clothing. Next we have got Bib Fortuna. Now this is a really nice minifigure. And by the way, we'll be putting the minifigures on the model to show some of the sort of booby traps and quite fun things that are on it. It's going with like a staff. We have got a really nice hairpiece actually. Covers his the other side of his head. Fits on really well actually, and just looks really cool. You can see his head a little bit from the back, but yeah, it looks really cool. And then the printing on him is quite nice as well. I think Lego did a really good job on it. And it's just loads and loads of detailing. Then we have got, sorry, some of these are just falling. Then we have got Quarren. This is quite a nice minifigure as well, quite a nice headpiece. So if I just try to take this off, although it doesn't seem to be wanting to come off unless it is attached to the model, which I don't believe it is. Yeah, the head doesn't really want to be coming off for some there we go. So it's quite a nice headpiece. I believe that this is rubber. It just fits onto the body. There is not an actual head and just an extra bit. It does fit onto the body and does slide on quite well. It's got him in his white trousers and sort of again a greeny beigey colour sort of attire, and then again it looks like some sort of like silver piece of armour or clothing underneath that as well. So if we get onto the main model, and if you would like to start that, and then I'll do whatever Dad has missed out or is leaving for me.
Yeah, so I think overall this is a very nice set. When I first saw this advertised, I must admit I was a little bit disappointed, but through building this, it's actually a nicer set than I expected. The two sides of this are actually hinged, so you can have them so they're more of a building, and I see some people have made mocks with this, using this feature to actually build it into a proper palace, which I think is quite nice. There is a bit of detail around the back, so you have the nicely shaped wall on it. You have the door this side, which has got the robot inside it, which actually interrogates the people that comes up to the door to see what they're after. And if that's in, you can actually lift the door as well. It's not the easiest to lift up, and then if you push it back out again, it'll stop it going down. So it's quite nice that they've got the door on there. There is a feature on the steps. I'll try and show this one. George can show the other one. So it's done as a bit of a play feature, but actually I don't think there's enough functionality there for the play feature. So if you put a person on the steps, although you have to actually hold the steps down so they don't fall off, it's got a function so you can make them fall off the steps. I'm not entirely sure why they've done this. I say it's the fact you have to hold it down in the first place for them to be able to actually stand on it. Well, it just about stands, but yeah. it's not very sturdy. Again, I suppose it's a nice playability function, but I think it could have been engineered a little bit better. But yeah, it's nice that they've tried to put something extra into it. And on this section, you've got the guns on the outside. As say, you've got the droid in the door, which is quite nice. And you've got an area where we've got some binoculars at the top as well. So I think overall that's quite nice. And on the back we've got a snake just showing us on the outside of the building. And then very basic structure on this side. I do quite like the top with the way it's designed with the grates, so that's quite nice. And
I think it's a ladder piece that they've used.
Yeah, it is a ladder piece. It's very nicely done. There's not many stickers in this set.
They're all on the throne room.
Yeah, they're all on the throne, and you've got this bit above here. So I've talked about the outside and nothing. Oh, there is actually a crate up here as well, which has got some thermal detonators in. So overall it's quite nice. I'll pass you across to George to talk about the main throne room.
The main throne room is actually really nice. I'm trying to make it so you can still see. I can definitely see into it. So there is very nice functionality in the throne room. I mean, obviously the throne itself can come out, which is quite nice. And then you've got some, I'm presuming, some Beskar iron, or not iron.
Or Republic credits.
Yeah, Republic credits maybe. And then a couple of guns underneath as well. Sorry, I completely forgot the name for the Beskar metal. There's a little bit of a play feature, doesn't really work extremely well, where you push forward on this and he falls off. Now, it doesn't really do anything much. Again, I don't know why they've done this. I'm presuming just to up the value of the set because there's a bit of playability in it. I'm not sure why, but it's not too bad. So it's quite nice detailing on the throne actually. So looks like I've got a goblet, some sort of money, or maybe some sort of meal. And then it looks like we've got a drink, or maybe just an idol or something. Then actually in the throne room we've got like some meat heating up. Don't know why, to be honest. Perhaps for the monster that's underneath. Can't remember the name. The Rancor, there you go. Then we have got some bones at the back. And then obviously we have got, well, not obviously, but we've got like a gem in this crate. So I am going to take the crate off, and it did sort of explode when I tried to pick it up. So that didn't go well. But you do get like this sort of blue gem in it, which is really nice actually. Lego did a really, really good job on that. Now this you can move. It's not the easiest to, because obviously you have to actually get on the inside, but it does move.
Yeah. Well, there is a function on this to make it, I suppose, to make it a bit more playable, where the back will actually swing out, so you get better access to the sort of the rotisserie, and you've got some extra bits of shelving at the back.
Yeah, for some like goblets and stuff.
So for display, that doesn't really add anything because it doesn't make sense. It's open, but it's nice that it opens for the playability side of it.
And then if I just close this back up, there is obviously this little side bit on this side, which is quite nice. So it's basically just a seating room. On the box, it's just got these two sat there, or it might have been those two actually, just sat there having a couple of drinks. It's quite nice, little extra bit which I think needed to be added to the set, because otherwise for the price of it would have been too small, to be honest. And it does look really good, and it's really a nice bit that Lego has added to the set, and I think Lego, all in all, has done a great job on this. So, just before we finish, is there anything else that you'd like to say about it?
Yeah, I just think I'd say, like George mentioned, for the price of the set, as I say, I was a little bit dubious about it before we got it. I think the quality is actually quite nice. The 5 unique minifigures that you get with this set are really nice as well, and I think this is probably one of the best sort of headpieces I've seen. I really like that, and the Gamorrean Guard as well. I think it just looks fantastic.
That's our first one as well, which
it is, nice. Yeah.
Because in theory, if we make like a mock or something in the future of Jabba the Hutt Pie, it'd be nice to have a few of those.
It would be nice to expand this, like some of the people. Yeah, I saw one earlier today where it's actually made double level with a Rancor pit underneath it, and I think it lends itself to that. I think this is a very good starting point for something like that. So the details I think are really nice. Yeah, I love the fact they've got the bit on the door as well. And overall, it's just a nice set. Definitely a great one for the collection. And I think in the March 2022 releases, this is actually one that I'd definitely recommend.
Yeah, as Dad said, it's a great set. The playability is really good. The displayability is quite good as well. I'd say that this is probably a sort of... I'd be leaning towards a little bit more of a play set, but there's not much in it. But yeah, it is really good for displayability as well. And I think LEGO's done a great job on it. Works really well. Again, it would have been nice to have it a little bit bigger, but it is just really good. So hopefully we might add something to it in the future, maybe. I don't know. It would be cool to see if we could do a video on that, designing something like a Rancor pit or a second level or something, just to add a bit more to the set. And yeah, so I think that is probably where we're going to be finishing today. And yeah, we'd really recommend it. And yeah, so that's probably where we're going to end for today. And we really hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, so thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you, goodbye.
Bye. If you enjoyed this video, make sure that you like, subscribe, and leave a comment what you thought about it. And also make sure you watch out for this Wednesday's video, which is going to be the Minecraft Crafting Box 3.0.